Hello, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Ron.
Yes, my name is Tu, and I'm a sustainability specialist at 4P's.
Yeah.
And today we're going to share with you a sustainability journey at Pizza 4P's.
So, who is 4P's, too?
Oh, great question, Ron. So Pizza 4P, we start as a humble restaurant in the end of the alley in Le Tanton in 2011. And after 12 years, with a lot of support from everybody, we have been growing into more than 37 locations in around major cities in Vietnam, as well as we are expanding globally we currently have 2 stores in Cambodia, Phnom Penh. We also have a big number, have a good community of partners, what we call employees, with more than over 2,649. So meet our founders, so Masuko-san and Sani-san. So usually in the meeting, before a meeting, they ran a little mindfulness exercise, and I would like to invite everybody to join us today. Ron, yes.
If everybody can indulge us, just for a few minutes, can I have everybody's attention, please? Yes, thank you, Calvin. So can I ask everyone to close their eyes for a moment? It's the end of the day. It's not yet happy hour, but hopefully with this exercise, we'll be a little bit happy. So please close your eyes. And I want you to visualize meeting someone or the person that you met today. Either you're someone who you met during lunch or the person sitting next to you. I want you to visualize speaking to them, and I want you to tell them this. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be safe from inner and outer harm. May you live your life joyfully. Now, I want you to think about everyone in your life, your family, your friends, even that person that's told you during high school that she doesn't want to be with you, your ex or someone. I want you to visualize them and say this with me. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be safe from inner and outer harm. May we live our life joyfully. Now open your eyes and smile for peace. Yes. Actually, just doing that exercise, it releases oxytocin to your brain. And that hormone actually makes us happy. And that's our vision, is to make the world smile for peace. And we do this by actually delivering wow. One of our core value is actually omotenashi. And it's really about delivering that experience to our guests. And through sharing that happiness. And what's the best way to share happiness? According to our founder, Masuko, it's through pizza.
Yes, on our journey to delivering wow, sharing happiness, we strive to make a pizza that's good. So it's good, that it tastes good. It's also it make you feel good. And as well, we want to have a pizza to have a good impact to the planet. So today I'm gonna use a classic margarita pizza with 4 main ingredients to walk you through our sustainability journey. So part 1, on top of that pizza, we have some basils, which represent our sustainable sourcing. So as an FFV, we know the importance of a fresh, healthy, and locally sourced ingredients. So that's when we think it's very important to build connection with the farmer and the supplier that providing us those ingredients. So meet Mr. Tang. So he is the founders and one of Tinh Farm. They are one of our longest partner that providing us chemical-free organic vegetables. They also practice agriculture in a circular and biodynamic way. And we're very happy and very grateful for the basil as well as the rockets and all the ingredients for our pizza and other dish. Next is, even though this is not part of the pizza, but this is another supplier model that we really admire of. So this is Hợp tác xã Nam Cang. They are a farm cooperative in Cà Mau. And if you ever visit to Cà Mau, they have a very big mangrove forest where most of the Vietnamese biodiversity are. And the way that Hợp tác xã Nam Cang was growing crab was naturally, and they harvest responsibly. So this is like a good example where you can see both human and nature are harmonized very well. And since then, we're also building a bigger and larger collaboration with more suppliers and farmers. And we're using 3 indicators when we're looking for our sustainable sourcing, for our sourcing strategies. So first is it locally sourced? Second, is it sustainably sourced? And the third one is it sustainably sourced with certifications? The reason why we have 2 sustainability source indicators, because we understand for Vietnam, and now that we expand into Cambodia, getting a certification for sustainability would be very expensive. But then we want to encourage farmers to transition themselves to more sustainable practicing. So we are okay with if they are having the same vision for growing food that is healthy and sustainable. And we just want to build that connection and collaboration with them.
So next part of the ingredient, so pizza cannot be without cheese. And the cheese here represents human creativity, artistry, ingenuity. So 11 years ago, when we actually, Masuko and Sonny built their first pizza place, there wasn't any natural cheese available in Vietnam aside from the one that was frozen and exported to Vietnam from Europe or from the US. So to give the best experience for 4P's guests, we knew that we wanted to serve it fresh, tasty, and we decided, why not make our own cheese? If we cannot source it locally, then let's make our own. So meet Kaysan. So Kaysan is our head artisanal cheesemaker in Dalat. And a quick story about Kaysan. A lot of people actually recognize how good our cheese are, especially our burrata cheese, not just from our guests, but from well-recognized food bloggers or food critics. They really love Kaysan's cheese. So when I met him the first time, I was so excited. I told him how, I was so excited to work with him. And then he told me, sorry, Japanese, Vietnamese, okay. English, no. So, okay, let's just text. But today, Kaysan his English is better than me, so there's always improvement. So Kaysan actually in Dalat has a team of a huge team. We make 10 different types of cheese now in Dalat, and we actually source our milk from the highlands of Dalat, where we get milk straight from local farmers, and we use 5 tons. That's 5,000 liters of milk per day. So if you don't know about cheese making, only 10% of the milk becomes cheese. 90% becomes whey. And historically, people throw the whey away. But we don't want to do that. So this is our whey in terms of how we're going to utilize the whey. So we actually make a circular economy. So we send it back to the farmers. The whey becomes part of the animal feed. It's organic fertilizers for our partner farmers, and also back to our restaurant. So some of our beverage or our pizza dough actually uses our whey. And also you can see it in our Dalat Whey Stout or even our kombucha. Yeah. Third ingredient is the tomato sauce. This represents the challenges, especially in terms of sourcing. So if you want to offer your guests the best pizza, it has to be a tomato sauce from Italy. The San Marzano tomatoes from southern part of Italy. We tried different types of tomato sauce, especially local ones, but we couldn't really get the right acidity, moisture content of the tomato, so we ended up still using the Italian tomatoes. But this is where the seasonal menu comes in, because you need to know, basically if you're localizing the taste or even trying to be more creative in terms of the menu. So we started experimenting with local ingredients. So tsaka We have our pizza chaka, which is basically you can find in some of our key restaurants, especially in Bentan. So that's basically using local ingredients without the tomato. And then also, I think our friends from Cricket One was here earlier. So we also did some experiments with Ento Vegan. So that's part of our culture as well. So Omotenashi was about hospitality, but also Kaizen is one of our value as well. So we try to improve in terms of how we can close that challenge and be more sustainable.
Yes, so we come to the final part where we're gonna bake this pizza, which is what I'm going to represent on the operation that we have at Pizza 4P's. So to understand and build a sustainable operation, you first need to monitor and getting all the data that you need. So this is very important for us to also monitoring our natural resource use, such as electricity, water, wood, gas every year. And then just from that data, that is where we can get a lot of small insights and confidence to start in a lot of different projects. So example, maybe we can use renewable energy, maybe put a solar panel on the restaurants, or maybe we can monitor electricity better by applying smart meters at different stores so you can optimize how to use it. Or even just from our normal operations, so you can see like the way that you operate every day in, day out, but you can see there's a little gap that you can Kaizen and continuously improve small thing every day. And if you continue accumulating that, they would just have a huge efficiency in terms of energy use and natural resource use. And I'll finish baking this pizza. We're gonna pack it up. So in terms of packaging, we hope to reduce plastic use as much as possible. And so, or we can use like home compostable bags if we need to. But ideally, the type of packaging that was the best was the returnable, reusable packaging, where it can be used multiple times and it will have a longest life cycle compared to all of them. So 2 years ago, we start our jar return program, where we have a little incentive. If you return 1 jar, you can get 1 string cheese. And if you return 2 jars, you get another jar back. So, and then after 2 years of launching this program, we're very grateful for for everybody's support and hopefully building a small habit. And we're receiving over 11,589 jars that have been returned from our customers. Similar in terms of monitoring, we're also monitoring our waste. And as of F&B restaurants, we know that food waste is majority of our waste, which bring into more meaningful collaboration with different social enterprise, NGO. So for example, we have a collaboration with Viet Harvest, where they are a social enterprise based in Hanoi that rescue high quality food surplus. So like the food that you were preparing at the kitchen, that it can still be used to making meals that can go to underserved communities. Or if the food that is unable to be saved like that, then we can also put it back into a compost. So this is the model we have at Sung Thuy, where they compost vegetable scrap using earthworm. And then that compost, we just use it back to our garden. So it's a little cycle right here. And then we also extending it to a bigger model where we want to tackle all of the waste that we saw in the waste audit. So that is where our zero waste concept stores coming. And we currently have 3 stores, so 2 stores in Cambodia that have the zero waste concept, and 1 store in Vietnam in Hickory and Vuong that applied this concept. So this concept is about segregation of waste. And after segregation, you were trying to bring it back to the value chain. Although in Vietnam, don't have a lot of facility in terms of recycling, but this is where the people, the collaboration, and the creativity is, that you can just make sure you segregate the waste well and you're adding value to it. And it will just be back into the economy value chain and away from landfill.
So what's next?
Yes. So if you want to know a little bit more on our sustainability initiative, we publish our annual sustainability report every year. So this year we also published one on Earth Day, and we hope that you can have a read and maybe give us some feedback or some tips on how to strive for better. Also, like currently, and then of course for the future, it's all about new testing, new trial. It's a lot of interesting innovations that have been happening. So this is like a mini trial that we do for a returnable pizza box. Or we can also continue on our Operation Kaizen. So it's just, as I mentioned, a little small step, a little bit of trial, and then even like electric vehicles now popping everywhere. So it's like a perfect way to reduce our footprints on our operations. So if you, I know it's a long day for everybody, but if you've taken anything out from our presentation today, there's 3 things that we would like to share with you.
So we're not here to say that we're there already or we're the best in terms of sustainability. I think we're still in the early stages of our journey. So we believe that innovation is one of the key steps that everyone should actually take. You should ask ChatGPT. That's basically what ChatGPT said, innovation. But, that's also what we believe. Not just looking for innovation internally, but also investing in innovations. So if anybody here in this community of F&B businesses actually has a good innovation, we can all partner up and, it's for the betterment of the whole industry and for the whole world anyway. Second is, again, everyone. It takes everyone to actually drive this change. So we implore everyone to be part of the solution, because if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the party pooper. Yeah, problem. Yes, that's correct.
And the last thing is you can think about the exercise we done in the beginning of the presentation. So you can start to think about the people around you. You can think about the product you consume, and you can even think about the environment you're living in. So be mindful. So be mindful has been very positive for 4P's because it's given us an energy to continue to strive forward for the sustainability journey. And it's very important that we are doing this
Together.
together. Thank you.
Thank you.